Hey, welcome to one more Dram with Chris and Reef.
Hey, hi everyone.
Yeah, so technically, this is our second episode of the podcast.
It's the second recording. It's the first episode.
Yeah, unfortunately, I deleted the audio and I got food poison last Saturday. So we are delayed this Christmas Dram opening podcast. But we should do it before Christmas.
It's the Advent calendar, so it happens 24 days before Christmas. We're doing it one day before New Year's.
Yes, so it'll be a New Year Dram opening.
New Year Dram opening, yeah.
Okay, Reef, just tell me a number. Your lucky numbers.
Okay.
So you're going to do it blindly.
Yep.
Tell me the taste, and you're going to guess the distilleries.
Okay.
How does that sound?
Sounds horrifying. Let's do it.
Alright, so pick a number from 1 to 24.
Yes, clearly, yes. 1 to 24, yeah. 18 is my lucky number, so it's going to be 18.
18. On the...
So I've actually looked at the list of drams available, but for the life of me, I cannot remember what the drams are.
Alright, so lucky number 18. Okay.
And you know what it is, right?
Yeah, I know it.
Then just don't show me what it is.
You can just taste it.
What were you trying to do?
I try to peel open it.
Low ABV, maybe like 50s. It's not very fruity. I'm guessing it's a Highland whiskey, probably. Highland distillery. Am I just gonna go and I'm gonna say it and then like... Can I have options?
It's a secret series. I can't give you options. Okay, how about you tell me what's the region from?
It's
from
gonna be
north?
Highland.
Is it Highland?
I think it's Highland. Speyside? It's not.
It's quite sweet on the nose.
Yeah,
so
but
like candied.
It doesn't have that. Okay, you know how Speyside whiskies have the traditional like fruity floral flower note. This is not here.
Yeah, it got more of the malts.
Malty. It's a very light whiskey.
Yeah, it's like it tastes young.
Yeah.
And you have some of the bittery finishings.
I'm gonna stick. This is Highland.
Confirm.
It's Highland or it's like some garbage Speyside distillery. it's either a Highland whiskey or it's like some rubbish Speyside.
Highland.
And this is Highland.
Okay. The answer is Speyside.
It's Speyside.
I think that's better end this podcast before we dive more into whiskies.
Okay,
Yeah.
but in your defense, in my defense, right? Does this taste like a Speyside?
No, when it entered the mouth,
Yeah.
it's not really a typical Speyside.
Yeah, it's
that you
not.
get.
So it's gotta be a rubbish Speyside.
You can't say it's rubbish, but I think it's very closely aligned with Glenrothes. Do you find some Glenrothes notes actually? Because that's what I get for young Glenrothes. They do offer this kind of notes.
I haven't had a non-sherried Glenrothes. What is it less than 50%?
No, it's just on the top. 50.7.
Yeah, you can tell this is young. It's
young.
pure bourbon unaged whiskey. Speyside, really?
No, it's not a single cask. It's a single malt. Yeah.
Can I see the bottle? So we're 0 for 0 right now. 0 for 1 right now.
We are decreasing our reputations for the podcast.
We'll see what comes out next.
Alright.
So if I do 5 and they're all wrong, then I'm out of the podcast, right?
Yeah. We started with 1 episode and we end at 1 episode.
You're gonna fire me after that one. Right. So no question about it. This one's the color of like fresh piss. So. And almost no nose.
I do get a bit of the floral, sweet, candy, very similar to the first one I got.
On the nose?
Yeah. But it's more tuned down compared to the first.
Yeah, this is very muted. It's almost like a. If I had to guess,
Yeah.
and I'm guessing because of the previous. Okay, is this one secret or is this one?
No, it's non-secret.
It's non-secret. Okay. Plasticky note on the palate.
Do you get some white sugary notes?
On the nose?
Yeah.
It's very slight.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is a whiskey that has not. That's corked maybe? Or it's very light.
It's like, it's a bit clean on
Yeah.
the nose. Yeah.
Like a triple distilled or something.
Okay.
Like a.
Okay, so what's your guess?
Is it malt?
Yeah, it's a single malt.
Okay. Lowland Glenkinchie or something.
Locking your answers?
Nah, I'm not. I saw the look in your face. I don't think Glenkinchie is the right answer. Craigellachie.
Craigellachie.
Yeah.
I think Craigellachie will be more meatier than this.
Yeah, meaty. But this one tastes young to me. Do I have options now? Give me 3 options, I'll get it.
3 options.
Yeah.
Craigellachie,
I don't think it's-
Altmore,
Altmore, yeah.
and Aberlour.
It's an Altmore.
Lock in.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-oh.
It's an
It's Aberlour 9 years.
It's an Aberlour 9 years.
Yeah. It's towards the distillate.
Yeah,
That is
very
more
distillate
clean.
forward, right? Yeah, okay.
Very, very easy, very simple. How do you find the whiskey?
I think I already said, man, it's... This one's like a whiskey that hasn't had enough time in the cask or enough time to mature to be bottled. But for an IB, I think if you're trying to showcase distillate, if you're trying to showcase distillery spirit, then maybe work. But I wouldn't drink this on a daily basis. I wouldn't drink this at all.
It's too simple for you.
Yes, it's a super light. Do you know the history behind the handfill, right? Was basically the master blender or distiller choosing the best cask available to be bottled, and instead of bottling it, he would put it at the distillery shop so that visitors to the distillery could bottle the best
The best
whiskey,
of the
best whiskey that was available to be bottled at that time, and that is the sort of like theory behind the distillery handfills.
Something to represent the
Yeah, something to
distilleries.
represent distillery, something to represent the blender and his work. Okay, so I'm 0 for 2 currently. It's not looking good for me.
It's not looking good for the podcast either.
I might have to resign from the podcast after this. Okay, let's try and go 1 for 2 and then break Manchester United records. So okay, what's under number 18?
4.
Okay, 4. So Advent calendar, right? Obviously, there's not going to be your Macallan 18s and Yamazaki 25 in here. So far, I haven't seen any shred whiskies. We've only put 3 so far.
24 of them is all wetting of the cask.
Okay,
They are single malts.
right. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's not really about one cask, it's about a few casks.
Okay. Oh, this one has some character to it.
Mm-hmm.
On the nose is not present, but on the palate it's present.
I think on the nose is fine. It's
Just
a
normal
bit-
whiskey, no?
yeah, it's normal
It's
whiskey.
normal whiskey. It's just not present.
It's-
I don't think there's a character present in the nose.
Your standard is too high.
Definitely present on the palate. I think it tastes quite nice. Highland whiskey, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Bell Blair.
Probably.
Yeah.
Is that your final lock-ins?
It's gonna be wrong, so let's
Okay.
go for it.
It's not Bob Blair's.
No, okay, wait. Don't say what it is. Is it a Highland
Okay.
whiskey?
No, it's not a Highland whiskey
Not a Highland
either.
Shit. 0 for 3, man. Is it a Speyside whiskey? Give me choices.
Glen Elgin,
Okay.
Aberlour. When you ask a specific region, it's always hard to think.
Speyside has the most distilleries in the world. Dude.
Yeah, but if I just ask you to name a few,
I can't name a few.
okay, other than Glenfiddich, other than Blavini.
Macallan, Glenleckie, Speyburn, Spaymore.
Yes. Speyburn. I can't give you Macallan here.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know that.
Because there are some distillery that is
not inside.
Yes,
okay.
impossible to be inside. And from the taste, you should know. Yes, Speyburn is the last choice.
The choice is Glenelgian, Aberlour, Speyburn.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a Speyburn. The whole point of Speyburn Distillery was to produce sherry cask whiskey only. And
yeah, but here is IBs. It's a different.
No, and the idea would be that you would move it into sherry cask as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the idea. So I don't think they would sell a bourbon cask. But this is like commercial logic, not tasting logic.
Yeah, but they do have bourbon casks in some of the IBs.
So this is a Speyburn then?
You think it's a Speyburn?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's your guess.
Glenelgin. It's definitely not the Aberlour. Speyburn or Glenelgin? Maybe Speyburn then.
Speyburn?
Maybe.
Alright. My suggestion is that we end the podcast now.
Is it the Glenelgin?
Yeah, it's a
Glenelgin.
I don't get much of the floral and fruity in the nose, to be fair. It's more to the nutty side.
Yeah, to be fair, everything I've tasted doesn't taste like Speyside whiskey.
Okay, so do you want to continue or?
Yeah, let's go, man. 0 for 5, man. Let's do it.
Alright.
What's opposite 18 then?
What's opposite 18? Like literally.
Yeah, all the way the other way.
It's 9.
Alright, let's do that.
You should drink more Speyside whiskies after this.
I should drink more generally after this. Just, hey, don't laugh so much, man. We'll see if you can figure out the difference.
I don't think I will do better than you.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, another very, very light whiskey.
It gets a bit of the orangey, brown sugary feelings.
Yeah, it's like orange zest, baked good confectionery something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sort of like pastry, confectionery note. Sugar orange. Vanilla, but vanilla's in every whiskey almost. It's not an exclusive note. Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah. Pretty pleasant in the mouth.
Pretty pleasant, yeah.
I'll first use the age for this dram compared to the younger ones previously.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a Highland for some reason.
Alright, a Highland. What is your fetish with Highlands?
Okay, should I try to go in the opposite of what I know?
Yeah.
Because I tasted 3 Speysides that tasted like Highland whiskies. Now this is the 4th thing that tastes like a Highland whiskey. Should I vote opposite? Speyside. It's a Speyside whiskey.
Speyside?
It's a Speyside whiskey. It's...
You are close.
Yeah, I definitely know what this is. I just can't place it right now.
Yeah, the rummy, it's got the orange.
Yeah.
And the finish
Fruity,
is smooth, it's cream, but you do get a bit of the bitterness at the very back.
Yeah. All the way to the end. The back of your tongue, some bitterness. It's a very... I definitely tasted this before. I should know it. By the look on your face, I should know it.
Yeah.
Is it one of my brands?
No.
It's not? Okay.
It's not your brands. Anyways, Rafe is a top salesman from Asia Euro, which carries...
I am not.
which carries Glenallachie, Speyburn, Bobler, and Fuji. Where's it? Fuji Japanese, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give up, man. I don't know.
I give up, just like that.
I'm just gonna give up. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But I kind of know what it is. I kind of know what it is. Okay, is it a Speyside distillery?
No, it's not.
It's fucking Highland whiskey. It's not even Highland whiskey.
No. Alright, so the answer is... It's a grain whiskey. It's a high-aged grain whiskey.
There we go.
Yeah, that's where you get the round, orange.
There we go. What distillery though?
They should get better at the naming of the distilleries.
Stratisla?
No. Stratisla is the malt.
Strathclyde? Strathclyde.
Strathclyde.
31-year-old
Yeah.
single grain whiskey.
Alright. What's your next choice?
17.
17.
0 for 4. I don't know if
This should be quite an easy one.
there will be an episode 3. We have I have clearly undermined my own ability to
This should
drink
be
whiskey.
easy.
It's easy? This one's easy? Yuck, I hate it. Fucking peat. There's only so many peated distilleries out there. What's that?
Kaila, Lagavulin.
11 peated distilleries? 11 distilleries that produce peat on the island?
Should be
Yeah,
around there.
around 11.
But
And then
there are other non-Isla regions that producing the
produce
peat.
Yeah. Highland peat, they call it.
Highland peat. The cheek?
Le Cheek. A
It
lot of,
does smells like the cheek, honestly.
so it's what is Le Cheek's peated range? Tobermory? Not Tobermory.
No, the cheek is the peated range of a Tobermory.
Tobermory,
Tobermory is
yeah,
the distillery.
Okay, yeah. So for someone who advocates whiskey drinking, I absolutely detest peated whiskey.
Oh yeah, Reef hates
Yeah, I hate
peated whiskies.
I hate peated whiskey. I hate it like the plague. Yeah, I cannot. There's no justification to drinking peated whiskey.
It's about some lemon peels. Do you get it?
I get peat.
Yeah, obviously there is peat.
I get overwhelming peat and nose. Okay, so you know how people drink peat whiskey and they're like, oh, it's so sweet. It's so, I
You don't get it?
I don't get anything.
I think it's fine. Preference.
Preference.
That also shows the versatile of Scotch whiskies.
Indeed. So,
I get some of the ashiness.
it's really ashy on the palate. It's like ashtray water. It's like someone stubbed a cigarette in your drink, and then you drink it, and this is it. So, super ashy, super char.
Yeah, it's a super raw liquid.
It's like 5-year-old.
There's no dressing to this.
This is just someone stubbed a cigarette in your whiskey.
Cigarette, ashtray,
Yeah.
a little bit of sweetness, but towards the end you still get a bitterness.
Yeah.
It comes back. It's young.
It's young, super young. Till less than 5 years.
But you do get a sweetness in the nose.
Right, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is probably an Isla whiskey.
Yeah, I will give you a hint that it's an Isla whiskey.
I didn't need that hint, man.
Yeah,
Kinda knew it's Isla.
I could tell you it's a Highland peat, since your king is a Highland. It's a secret Isla,
It's a secret
but
Isla.
I think it's a core Isla. Yeah,
It could very well could be a copy. How young is it?
10 years.
Fuck.
It's not it's not that young.
It tastes like
It's
a
okay.
3-year-old. It tastes like a 3-year-old. Noses like a 2-year-old. Show name be whiskey.
It's okay. I got the lemon peels in the nose at least.
So 10-year-old batch 5.
But actually nose like a chick.
Give the box over.
This is how the table has turned.
Okay,
Let me choose my lucky number 2.
your lucky number's 2.
Yeah. We have a 2, right? Baby Reef
Yeah.
is just recognizing how to read numbers.
Yeah, shut up.
Let's have more patience. I get some of the medicine notes. It's not like those pure fruity notes, but you
Yeah.
get those fruitiness from medicine pills.
Yeah, right. Like traditional medicine, no?
Yeah.
Like the aged fruit, preserved kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very simple. Bitter, sweet.
Bittersweet. Okay.
It's a bit round in the mouth. Creams. A little bit of cream or oiliness. That's what I felt. This is a hard one.
They're all hard ones. They're all hard ones. So.
I have never guessed correct any whiskeys in a blind taste.
Okay, do you need me to give you a clue?
Hello.
Okay,
I'm
no
good.
clues. No clues. Alright. Do it, man.
Inchfart from Launch Lamont. It's a wild shot. Is it? I'm going to just lock in with that.
From Loch Lomond.
Yeah, Inchfart.
Inchfart.
Yeah.
From Loch Lomond.
Yeah. These are Peter expressions.
It is a Peter expression, yeah.
Alright. I'm not sure what it is.
This one, okay, so
Yeah.
can I tell you whether it is a secret? So
It's a secret space site.
it's a secret space side, so I can't help you there. But Loch Lomond, at least you got Loch Lomond. Is Loch Lomond a space side?
No, Loch Lomond is a highland.
So you know,
It's a space site. Damn.
you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm wrong. First defeat.
It's also a 24-year-old.
24 years old space site.
It's a 24-year-old space side whiskey.
This is nuts. So that's why I think sometimes you shouldn't look at the label and just do blind tastings, because this 24,
Tastes like a 10-year-old.
is a 12 years old. Don't you think so?
I think it tastes pretty horrible.
Oh no, I get
Off camera, I just poured the whole thing away. Drink it.
silently pouring it away.
And I poured myself a little bit because once I saw it, I kind of knew I'm not gonna like this one. I think it is peat.
It tastes pretty.
I think but it's not Isla peat. It's like, sorry, I mean it's not Highland peat. It's probably Isla peat, or like some kind of fucking fusion.
A bit of the herbs, veggies.
Yeah, which traditionally comes from Island peat. Like, you know, your Orkney, your Highland Park without the smoke,
Yeah,
your
but
Jura without the saltiness.
it's the veggies, not the Peter veggies. You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
it's
I wouldn't be able to guess this in a million years. We should probably put a poster of distilleries.
Aberfeldy.
No, I don't think so. 24-year Aberfeldy? I don't think so.
Yeah.
But
Rest in peace.
you guys can see no one's drinking this.
For good.
Okay. Right. Another number, my friend.
Let me choose 22. Double lucky. Yes.
Okay.
And I think there's a situation that people are afraid to share their tasting notes nowadays, because they are afraid that their tasting note might not be correct.
Okay. Like you during tastings?
Yeah, they might feel that. It might felt so stupid that I say out my tasting note is in case it's a stupid flavor that nobody else gets. So I think people should start sharing more of whiskey notes, sharing more of the tasting notes, no matter how stupid it sounds.
I think you're right. That has a lot to do with like the whiskey community being quite snobbish. I think a lot of people tend to get very influenced by what they hear and what they see other people say and do. And one thing that I can definitely tell you, as someone who's been like around the scene in Singapore, right? So this is my defining factor. If you say whiskey is smooth, I think you're an idiot. That's just how I simplify it, right? Because anyone who drinks whiskey that's worth their salt will never describe anything as smooth.
Yeah, smooth is more of like a feelings.
Yeah, smooth is not
you
a
need
taste.
to have a flavors in it.
Yeah, so if you say smooth, I think you're an idiot, and I'm not gonna engage with you. So that's me. And yeah, so a lot of people say smooth. Oh, this whiskey is so smooth. I like smooth whiskey. You like smooth whiskey? Drink water, man. The smoothest thing you can find. Anyway, what do you think about the whiskey? This one, if you guys can see, super young. Light, super light. Me saying that I'm not familiar with the distillery is like a super huge hint to Chris. Because my knowledge is only like maybe a quarter of this guy's.
Oh no, I'm just...
He drinks IB for a living, so you know. He's probably gonna know more than me.
Just a rookie whiskey
Rookie
drinker.
ruby whiskey drinker. Is that lower than platinum or is that a diamond whiskey drinker?
I'm sorry, Reef,
What do you
but this tastes smoothly in a sweet way.
All right, podcast over. cut the recording. Dealing with the rookie.
Smoothly sweet,
Smoothly sweet. Then okay.
but it's blunt.
Do you like it first of all?
No,
Yeah. Me too.
inch fart. I'm going to stick it with it again because it tastes similar.
I would like to point out that you're wrong, man. It's a Glendalon. Is that a Speyside?
Glendalon is under Singleton. One of the distilleries under Singleton.
Singleton's brand, no? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a distillery under Singleton.
Right.
So Glenort,
Right.
Doolan,
Yeah.
Doolan,
Yeah.
and what's the last one? They have one more. Dufftown, yes.
I knew that.
Chris
did.
Yeah.
Now it slipped my mind, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Glenrock,
Honestly-
Glendullan, and Dufftown. Yeah.
To be fair, my
Yeah, to be
second
fair.
guess is Glendoolan.
No,
That's-
it wasn't.
Yeah, it is. Alright, no worries. The more we feel, the more we try.
The more we try, the more we fail as well.
Okay, let me get lucky 13. Sorry.
13? Oh, you're gonna get this one, man. If you don't get it, I'm gonna laugh at you. Okay, but you may not have ever tasted distillate from here before.
Nose is sweet, there's malts,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
some sugaries,
Yeah.
Speyside.
Yep, for sure. This is the first whiskey that the region is crystal clear.
Mm.
This one, first one. It has all your like floral sweet notes that are distinctive of Speyside.
In the mouth, it's
Mhm.
sweet, it's easy,
Yeah.
and it
Don't-
still has
don't taste
nothing.
smooth?
Yeah, if I feel smooth,
It is smooth.
but it doesn't offer anything else.
Yeah, I don't think you've had a chance to taste whiskey from this distillery.
Damn. Our podcast is in a crisis. I mean, it shows that we didn't prepare, not say prepared. We don't have any scripts here.
Yeah, no, I mean, the whole point of the podcast is supposed to be uncut, unfiltered, everything, unprepared. It's everything. But, this is how common people drink whiskey,
Okay, can I request for 3 choices?
Okay, I'm gonna say...
So it's a young one. I taste it's a young one.
How young are you thinking it is? I'll tell you how close you are.
10 and below.
It's 10.
Is it Glenmorangie?
No. Glenmorangie? Glenmorangie.
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 Yeah,
No, it's not a Glenmorangie.
because the fruitiness
Yeah.
reminds me of the
It
Glenmorangie.
is. It's not that easy, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
You want me to just tell you that?
Yeah.
It's a 10-year-old Speyburn.
A Speyburn. Goddamn.
Have you ever tried a Speyburn?
No.
Yeah, I kind of knew that you wouldn't have tried one.
Yeah.
Because the Speyburn is a pure workhorse distillery. Right? Produces for commercial drinking, not for connoisseurs. Very rarely sold for IB. And 100% sherry cask. So.
But this is a bourbon wetting, right?
Yeah, so this one probably like stolen from the distillery long time ago.
I mean, in the OBs, they
Yeah,
like
in
to
the
do
OBs,
as a sherry cask, but it's IB, so you can do whatever you want.
But then I kind of knew that you've never had Speyburn, I think.
Yeah, I didn't.
So I hard choice for you today.
You get some creaminess from the Speyburn. Was that a distillery character?
I don't think so. I think that one's from the barrel.
A lucky age.
Alright. Let's hope that it's actually lucky. Something worth drinking on can.
So a good thing about IBs, independent bottlers, is that you can actually try these kind of workhorse distilleries.
Yeah.
That the parent company might not want to bring them out as a single malt bottlings. Some twitch by the IBs you can try in a different flavors.
Yeah. No, so in case you guys don't know, but Chris loves IBs. He swears by IBs. In fact, if given a choice between eating food or drinking IBs, he would drink an IB.
Or have sex. I would choose IBs.
He would choose IBs. He loves them so much, he has chosen to distribute IBs in Singapore. Everything that he decides is questionable when it comes to IBs, but his love for them is not.
North British grain whiskies. No. God damn. But it tastes like grains. How can it not be?
What grain?
What
That's
grain?
the question. Yeah, what grain is the question?
North British.
No, what grain is the question? Grains. All cereals are grains, right? Corn, barley, rye.
Don't tell me it's a bourbon on the bourbon side.
I don't know, man. You said no clues.
Anyways, for the nose, it's more towards the corny side. You get the corn.
Yeah, definitely.
You still get some of the medicines, the pure medicine pills.
I get
Orange.
Yeah, orange. Yeah, I was going to say citrus. Tangy citrus. Like not sour orange. Like
Because in the mouth, it tastes orange and rummy.
yeah, rummy.
That's why I guessed it's a grain.
North British, yeah. Close.
Close.
No, not really. Just making you feel better.
And the ending is quite bittery.
The ending is quite bittery. You say that about a lot of the whiskies.
Yeah. Perhaps they are just young. Perhaps the cask.
I quite like
I mean,
this one.
I can say it for all 24. Yeah, it just so happens it's the characteristics. I'm just being honest.
I quite like this one.
Heaven Hills,
Heaven Hill.
correct?
Yeah, correct.
You can do better than that.
Well done.
You did that.
You picked off and I
15.
do it. 15?
Yeah. Is it a space side again?
It is not a space side.
Because the first instance, he knows like a space side.
Kind of. It's very clean on the nose.
It tastes saliva-ish in the mouth.
Is that mouthfeel or flavor?
A feeling.
So viscous. Do you mean viscous? What is saliva-ish?
There's
Don't say
saliva.
like saliva. I know that's what it means.
Okay, the salivas in the mouth is towards the watery, and at the end you have the saliva nose. You know the when you smell saliva,
Okay.
those type of quite smelly type of things.
Okay. I don't think I've ever heard anyone describe whiskey.
Yeah, I think that's why you should start sharing your tasting notes. I'm just guessing it's an introvert.
It's not an introvert.
I have no idea why I have a kink with introvert.
It is not an introvert.
Yeah, okay. Let me know what it is.
It's a 15-year-old malt
Mm-hmm.
Irish whiskey.
It doesn't taste like Irish whiskey.
That cleanliness on the nose, right, comes from that triple distillness. I don't know if that's something that you can tell.
A single malt Irish
Yeah, it's a malt
whiskey.
Irish. When you triple distill something, it's going to be light.
Yeah, it's going to be light. It's going to be smooth, easy to drink.
Shut up. So that wraps up our 0 for 10.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna give Chris 1 out of 5 because he guessed Heaven Hill. Only because I said corn.
we didn't end it with 0 10.
Yeah, if you did it, 0.
Just to be clear, what reef means is that it's okay to say something is smooth, but you have to. But it's not the main flavor of a whiskey, because whiskeys they have to offer some flavors, and it comes smooth as a whole package.
Yeah.
Right. It's experience.
Yeah, okay, so I'm glad you brought that up
Yeah.
because maybe people are feeling that I'm snobbish.
Yeah.
I am a little bit
Yeah.
snobbish.
Entitled.
Yeah. But what I would say is that describing a whiskey as smooth is not the same as describing a whiskey as harsh. Right? So if I say something is harsh, I'm talking about the heat, the spiciness, like
The
there are
alcoholness.
yeah, the alcohol, the high alcohol, the sort of like dryness that comes not like the mouthfeel isn't there. So when you say harsh, it sort of exemplifies certain qualities in whiskey, right? When you say smooth, it exemplifies nothing. Right?
Yeah.
Everything is smooth, right? If you have a strong enough tongue, everything is smooth. So that's what I mean when people who say whiskeys are smooth don't know what they're talking about, because
So you should support it with more
yeah,
flavor.
say something deeper than smooth, because
But generally, people, they are just so afraid to make mistakes when they feel that they are sharing a tasting notes.
right. Okay, so I would say this, right? Everybody doesn't know how other people are going to react to what you're saying, but they're always safe choices. You cannot say salivarish. You know,
No, I think it's fine.
I mean, if you're afraid of how someone's going to react, you don't have to say, "Oh, this one tastes salivarish," right? You say, "Oh, this one tastes a bit funky." You can use words that people generally will accept, and then try and figure it out. Like you can say this one veggie.
Veggie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think funky is too general.
Yeah,
What
so-
do you mean by funky?
Okay, so
You get what
then when they say what do you mean by too funky, then you can bring it down like, like a salivarish. When I say funky, 3 or 4 whiskeys come to mind straight away. Right. Glencairn, for example. That one, funky. Smells like armpit wet socks. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, that's what I mean. So, like salivarish, right? It's not a pleasant note, right? So if I said funky, you would kind of know, okay, to expect something unpleasant. And then you can break it down further. Maybe you think it's salivarish, I think it's like morning breath, whatever, right? We both can agree that it's unpleasant. I think that's the important part, like what you said, recognizing the general direction of the whiskey. So, yeah.
So you're just trying to get more specific in the notes.
Yeah. No hate to Glencairn, but once someone told me once a long time ago that no blender in the world is releasing something that no one likes. Right? There is someone out there who likes whatever's being released. So what do you think of world blends, Chris?
Something you would drink on a racial harmony day.
Do you know any world blends?
I think many of the Japanese whiskies is actually world blend.
No, but they're not world blends. They're Scotch Japanese blends.
Yeah, so world blend.
No,
That's not you need 2 countries.
I think
it's a
world blend like
2 or more different countries into the malt. I mean, you wet it together. It's world blend,
yeah.
right?
That one's like technical definition.
Kujira.
Kujira.
Is Kujira even a...
Kujira.
Yeah.
Is it even whiskey?
Yes. It tastes like rice.
Great question. Okay, so I think when you say world blend, you want distinctive styles of whiskey making, not just different countries. So Scotch from Scotland, obviously, and then whiskey from Ireland, and then whiskey from Japan. It's all made the same way. 100% malt, pot still, batch distillation, yada yada yada. What exactly is the world whiskiness about it, right? But if it's Scotch barley, pot still, Irish grain continuous still, and Japanese, let's say, grain whiskey, but grains purchased from Canada, for example, and then you vat that together, I think that's world whiskey.
That's too troublesome.
It is, and that's owl. Centauri's owl. That is what it is. 5 distinct whiskey profiles, right?
Yeah.
Canada, America, Scotland, Ireland, and then Japan. And it's definitely
It's
interesting.
Different things from different countries.
Yeah, different things from different countries, put it together, vet it, blend it, and produce something that you can call world whiskey. So
Yeah.
when you say world whiskey, that's what I aspire to. I think.
I think it's okay. Just whiskies from two different countries. You can classify it as a world blend.
Yeah, you could. I mean,
Next one, we are having Craiglache. My experience with Craiglache, mostly, is a bad one.
it's bad.
Yeah. It's bad.
Okay. I quite like the Craiglache 13 OB, but then you hate OB, so
I don't hate OBs. For example, I got the Hibiki Harmony at 99
Because it was cheap.
Because it was cheap. It's
Not
value
because-
of the money.
Not because you like it. Not because you wanted it.
I wanted it.
Not because
I
you-
wanted it, so I went to buy it. I drove down. I have stuck at Century Square Mall
Right.
car park. It was so jammed. I literally have to find a parking for like 20-15 minutes to get it. I love Obies.
In case you didn't recognize, all of that was sarcasm from Chris.
No. And in the end, I only get 2 bottles. One for me, one for my friend.
That should tell you how much he loves OBs, right? Because people definitely queue 30 minutes to buy 2 bottles.
Yeah, definitely. I will never do that for IB. Yeah.
Because you distribute IBs, man. It's different.
I find Obies that is more consistent, you want to put it. Even though they change their flavors on and off, because the barleys they use also change for
true.
You can't use a barley for 99 years. You only probably use lasting for 20 to 30 years.
Yeah.
Then you change the barley. The flavor will sure change a bit. But they get too consistent and there's nothing more you want to dive in for the flavors. IB has more flexibilities, more explorer spirit. I want to try something new, I can just do it. Yeah, and for the OBs, consistent, yes, but I can't drink it for like the whole year straight. Yeah, do you feel the same?
Absolutely not, man. So, as
what a chaotic podcast we have.
as Chris knows, IBs, I hate them. Right. And I have the very opposing reasons from you. Because I like consistency in my life. I like knowing that something's going to be good and always available. I think that part's very important to me. Because I don't want to fall in love with something and then not be able to drink it again. But that's my personal philosophy, right? Is that I would like some bottles to remain
there forever on the shelf.
Yeah, forever on the shelf. Forever available. Forever this taste profile can be purchased with X amount of money, right? If you like Macallan 18, 1998, for example, right, and you want to drink it again, you could theoretically drink it again, right? Whether it's IB, whether it's another Macallan, whether it's another yada 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 distillery from Speyside, blah blah blah, right? If you like, example, what this is? Craigellachie 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
If you, for whatever reason, like this, you're fucked. You're never going to find this again. In this configuration, in this alcohol percentage, in this cask finish, cask management, age, even the bottler, even whether they bought distillate and aged it themselves or whether they bought aged product and then continue aging it or manage. You don't know the variables that goes into making this whiskey. So if you love this, you're done for. You're going to drink thousands of bottles, millions of drams, finding this again. Which is, to me, horrifying.
That reflects our lives. You will never know what's coming tomorrow.
And okay, so the difference here is you're willing to accept that change is constant. And for me, I want to fight the constantness. I want to fight the change. I want to keep things constant in my life. One thing that's very constant in my life is whiskey, because I work in this industry. And I would like some part of that to remain constant.
Yeah.
Which is why I would prefer an OB.
In my defense,
I like
to explore the different flavors.
Right.
Because I felt IBs, they actually put in more imaginations in how they want to manage the cask.
Chris, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Do you like, what of the 10 whiskeys we've tasted did you like?
Yeah, this is not a good representation
No,
of my IB fantasies. You know that I'm not gonna buy it on a daily basis.
You're not gonna buy it ever. Not on a daily basis. On an ever basis.
Because
you're not gonna buy
this is not something that I will go for.
Right.
Okay, as we were saying that
before our technical difficulties.
The IBs, they tend to have more imagination in the way they manage the cask. Do you mind if OBs they change their progress in the whiskey making?
At some point, OBs definitely have to change what they're doing, right? Because like you said, the barley doesn't exist forever, but also the flavors, the casks, the quality of the cask, the quality of the spirit, the distillate, it will never remain constant forever. Right? There's no way they can keep it exactly the way it was. 10, 20, 30, 40 years. They can't, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to try. And I think that's good enough for me. Because the spirit of the distillery doesn't change.
Even if they change from non-chill filter to chill filters?
Okay, so it's a very interesting point you brought up, Chris. And I don't know how much hate we're gonna get for talking about this. Chill filtered versus non-chill filtered. Do you think there is a difference?
Yes, I do think there is a difference, because once you're chill filtering, you are using some type of filters.
Yeah.
You are actually removing some substance from the liquid itself, because you need to bring it down to a freezing temperature.
Yeah.
Then there's like a fatty acid will form to whatever, blah blah blah. Then you chill filter it. The fatty acid will be blocked away, so your whiskies won't be cloudy afterwards when you leave it there.
Yeah.
So once there's something removed, be it the mouthfeel or the flavors, I believe there's changes to the flavor profiles.
Okay. And on a large scale, right, commercially, internationally, how many people do you think share this sentiment? That there is a distinctive change?
I believe it's more of the old school drinkers.
So, I'm of the group of people that think that NCF versus CF is a moot argument. It's a point that doesn't have to be brought up, because everyone can agree that it's a visual thing. CF exists because they wanted whiskies to be consistent on the shelf without turning cloudy, without sediments forming, or the sort of like the fatty acid chains forming in the whiskey, clouding it up, and then making it less appealing to the eyes. If you did not know about CF versus NCF, would this matter to you?
Yeah, if you don't know, that won't matter to you, because you have never tasted.
No. I mean,
CF
what I mean is, like, if
this term don't exist and they're just going to do it behind the closed doors.
Yeah. If the term doesn't exist and all whiskey produced was always chill filtered, right? Would you, as a whiskey drinker, think, I wonder what would happen if you leave this stuff in? Like, is that something that you actively consider?
No, I won't think about it.
Exactly. That's what I mean, right? Because every process in the whiskey making journey, right? We can question every bit of it, right? Like, I can say, what if you put it in a hogshead or bud or an ASB, American Standard Barrel, or you move it to an octave or fulcrum, or move it to a small barrel, or then use Solera, blah 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 blah, and then, you know what? Just buy your fucking distillery, man. Make the whiskey the way you want it, right? Every process can be nitpicked by the consumers. It's just whether we want to or not, right? And chill filtering is something that is so scientific, right? It's like the science behind it is not that complex, but it's complex enough that most people wouldn't really think twice whether your whiskey has gone through chill filtering or not. So I think personally that even though, yes, you can tell the difference, how it feels on the mouth, does it make an overall difference? I think the answer is no. And would I be bothered if my favorite distilleries, or the distilleries that I drink on a daily basis, decide to switch from non-chill filter to chill filter? Would I feel like upset? No. Would I hope that it tastes the same? Yes. What would I do if it doesn't? Find a new distillery.
Yes, but in this situation is that I was given something and the distillery decided to take it away from me. So something is missing. And why do they want to do it? It's just purely because it looks nice when you just leave it there? Or they're doing it for other purpose?
That's another great point to bring up. So we all know, like you just mentioned, right, the process of chill filtering is an additional step, right? Where you freeze whiskey, filter the solidified fatty acid chains, and then bottle it, right? It's an additional step. It's not commercially viable to make an additional step in whiskey processing, right? So can you tell me it's a profit thing? I don't think it is, right? Is it a quality thing? Or is it really an aesthetic thing?
Yeah, so You can just fart when you have your pants on. But why do you want to fart after you pull off your pants? That's extra, right?
Yeah, the extra work, right? So then you must really wonder, why would distilleries go through this extra step? Like, what are they seeing that we are not?
Yeah.
And I don't have the answer.
Okay, let me text them tonight.
So, I think the most famous is going to be Glendronach, right?
Yeah.
Very recently, they removed non-chill filtered from their bottles, the labels, right? The box, the tins, the tubes. Oh my God. Box, tins, tubes. They removed it from the tubes and the boxes, right? No more non-chill filtered. But then Rachel Berry released a statement saying that, oh, wait, it's still chill filtered. We're just not putting it on the box. Because we want to exercise the option to not.
Yes.
To release it without the NCF. And everybody was up in arms, basically. They're like, oh, how can you take away my non-chill filtered? I'm paying for fatty acid chains and you're removing it. In your opinion, since the removal of NCF from the labels, has the popularity of Glendronach decreased?
No,
Yeah.
Glendronach. In our whiskey context,
Yeah.
in the Asia whiskey context,
Yeah.
or even in Singapore, it's not as popular as the mainstream brands. I
Sure.
would still say.
Sure.
So, for a niche brand or niche brand compared to popular brands, you won't receive a very significant decrease
Mhm.
in the appreciations because your following base is smaller than the mainstream brands, right?
For sure. Yep.
Yeah.
I follow you.
So I still hear people making noise
Right.
on removal of chill filtered,
Right.
not chill filtered stuffs like this. Do you think it will still affect the taste in the end of the day? Because the taste profile is what we are actually going after. Yeah.
Right. So, definitely, I think, like, we can both agree, taste will be affected, right?
Mm.
Because
To
the
some
way,
extent.
the way the whiskey sits in your mouth, the way it coats your tongue and the kind of flavors that come out, definitely affected, right? Guaranteed, without a doubt. But I think the percentage affected is so ignorable.
Yeah, it won't affect our purchasing decisions.
It will not affect your purchasing decision. It will not affect your support of the brand. As long as you like the flavor that comes out, you're not gonna really think, oh no chill filtered, I don't buy.
Mm.
I don't think that's something that's gonna happen. Not for me personally. Are there any brands currently that are popular, commercial, and non-chill filtered?
Yeah, that is a good question.
Yeah, right. So it's very, very, very few or none, I think.
The Bellavini, they started chill filtering.
Belvin is chill filtered,
It's
yes.
chill filtered.
Macallan is chill filtered. Delmore is chill. Delmore is from coloring, man. You know, there's so many big brands out there that are chill filtered, and no
Mhm.
one's complaining. And you know, even if like for whatever reason people stop buying Glendronach, there will be new markets to conquer. There will be new people to convince. And you know, I don't think the whiskey scene is going anywhere. So, I mean, 20 years ago, people tell you, "Oh, whiskey, what whiskey? I drink Chivas. What is single malt? Single malt is lousy." And then today, you tell people you drink Chivas, they're like, "Ugh, you drink Chivas?" So, but I don't think it's gonna change. It's not gonna be like, "Oh, you drink whiskey? How could you?" I don't think that's gonna happen. So,
Anyways, just for your info, this calendar costs about 220 to 240-ish.
$240 for 24 drams, $20 a dram. Honestly speaking, right, it's a horrible investment.
No, it's not an
Buy
investment.
a good bottle at $240.
I spent this drinking with you. We had fun. The
Oh.
experience is not a bad investment.
Oh,
It's our emotions, our experience is invaluable.
it's priceless.
It's priceless.
Time spent with Chris is priceless.
But please don't buy this calendar. You have better choices.
PSA, don't buy the calendar. Yeah, but,
That's the thing. We are so entitled nowadays.
you remember that at the malt fair?
Yeah.
I gave you a Springbank.
Yeah.
38 or something. And then you hated it. Yeah, you said I hate it. And then when I had a second refill, you refused to take it.
Yeah.
That was a boutique
Oh,
Springbank.
damn.
So not even boutique can save. Not even Springbank can save boutique, man.
Yeah, but I think Springbank on a generally basis, that as long as you age over a certain age limits, they all tend to taste similar. Just the price, it differs by a few $1,000s.
I've had a Springbank 1994. Whiskey Sponge, 60A, 60B. Those were phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
They were really, really phenomenal for non-sherry cask whiskey. So they were just pure bourbon, first fill bourbon, 1994 Springbank, Whiskey Sponge. Amazing stuff. So, I don't know if that's because it's Springbank or the distance good or the cask was good, but it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't even taste that lightly peated. Didn't come through for Springbank. So, fantastic stuff for me. I really appreciated it. And I've been chasing that high ever since because the bottle's like $2,000. I'm not going to buy it.
Unlike you, I'm just a slave of society. I cannot afford such dreams.
I got the Dram for free. I got the Dram for free, so you can't fight me on that one.
I can only taste boutique whiskies that is more friendlier in the price.
And unfriendly in all the time.
240s for 24 drams times 30 mls.
I would buy a bottle. It's 680 milliliters. I would buy a bottle. You know what, Chris? I think we should build our own advent calendar.
We should start our own blends.
Yeah, we should. No, we should just make our own advent calendar.
Alright, no matter what. We will see you in the next episodes.
Signing out today. Thank you guys for listening. If you made it to the end, appreciate your time. And see you in the next one, man.